What's going on, everybody? It's your boy mel.on.mars. Thank you so much for joining me today here with the free agency talk for the Dallas Mavericks. Guys, I always record my videos in advance because I more often than not have a busy work week. So today I'm recording this video on Sunday, July 1st, 2018, where it's day one of free agency in the NBA. We have a lot of moves that are already taking place, guys. We got Paul George has agreed to stay with the Thunder. We have moves going on all over the NBA where I'm sure by Tuesday, more of those will be solidified and be more finalized. But I want to talk about the Mavericks. I want to talk about the Dallas Mavericks, being that I'm a Dallas resident. The Mavericks have agreed to a 1-year, $24 million deal with DeAndre Jordan. If you watch my draft recap last week, I talked about how I believe there's a lot of moves that the Mavericks are going to do that causes them to go to the playoffs, that will put them at the anywhere from 6 to 8 seed. Well, this is one of those moves. DeAndre Jordan, guys, is a Dallas Maverick. Now, I know a lot of you guys who've been a Maverick fan for a while, got particular couple of my friends that I've been knowing that have been a Maverick fan for life, are upset that DeAndre Jordan was ever even in question to become a Dallas Maverick after what he did in 2015. Guys, I understand concretely, but the thing is, guys, time heals all wounds. Time definitely does heal all wounds. If we even see with Luka Doncic being drafted by the Mavericks, his agent is the same agent that did the Mavericks wrong in the Steve Nash deal. When Steve Nash was supposed to re-sign with the Mavericks, he went out to test the field and see what other offers are out there, and then the Mavericks were going to match it no matter what. Well, Steve Nash went to Phoenix, and Phoenix didn't let him out the door. And the Mavericks, well, in particular, Mark Cuban, was upset with Steve Nash's agent ever since. So they had to let bygones be bygones to draft Luka Doncic. And basically, it's the same thing that has to be done with DeAndre Jordan. Guys, and just let that go. It's old news. It doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme. I mean, this guy, the Mavericks wasn't going to be good with him or without him during those 3 years or 2 years, whatever it's been. But let's look at the roster now. Look at the roster with DeAndre Jordan now. With Luka Doncic, with Dennis Smith Jr., Harrison Barnes. Honestly, guys, if you had DeAndre, they probably would have put you at a 500 mark. Probably wouldn't allow you to be up in the lottery back in those years, or the last 2 years. So you may not have drafted these two guys. So at the end of the day, it may have been a blessing in disguise. See, DeAndre is going to do something that the Mavericks desperately need. They need rebounding. The Mavericks were one of the worst teams in rebounding last year. They need somebody to protect the rim. And the system that Rick Carlisle has ran ever since the Tyson Chandler days is the screen and rolls. He like his centers to be able to dive hard to the basket after a screen. But we thought New Orleans was going to be able to do that as well. He didn't pan out. That's neither here or there. DeAndre Jordan will do that. There's not a question about it. My number one player I wanted out of the draft because I thought Luka wasn't even an option. I thought Luka would be gone the first 2 picks. My number one player I wanted was Mo Bamba, who ended up going to the Orlando Magic. Because of his wingspan, because of his cutting ability, because of his defensive ability to cover up other people's mistakes, the perimeter guys' mistakes. That's exactly what DeAndre Jordan does on a high level already. And no disrespect to Doc Rivers, even though I think he's overrated. No disrespect to any other coach they've had over the years. I put Rick Carlisle as a top 3 coach in the NBA still. And I believe Rick Carlisle can get the best out of DeAndre Jordan, even making this guy a Defensive Player of the Year candidate once again. So one thing you don't have to worry about is work ethic. LA Clippers was an average team, below average team last year. But one thing was consistent every game. DeAndre Jordan came to play. He earned his money. And he get to come back home to Texas. He preferred to go to Houston, but he get to come back home to Texas. And I'm sure he's going to be happy about that. Going to have friends and family at the games. I'm sure he's going to be very happy about that. So I'm excited for the guy. I'm excited for the Mavericks. Excited for Mavericks fans. It's going to be a great pickup. Let's talk about some future pickups that I believe the Mavericks should do or very well could do. My number one option right now that the Mavericks should go after is a guy by the name of Marcus Smart. He's another Texas-born, in particular Dallas-born NBA player, and I believe he's going to bring so much to the table. I mean, so many people out there want to go back and get Devin Harris. I believe Marcus Smart is a younger, more athletic Devin Harris right now. I love Devin Harris, and it's great for nostalgia and all that. But if you want to talk about W's, want to talk about victories, Marcus Smart can bring so much more to the table right now. He's a dynamic defensive player. He can guard the 1, the 2, and some threes. So I believe Marcus Smart will be able to bring an element to this Mavericks team that maybe Luka and Dennis can't do. He'll be somebody who can defend on the perimeter, full court, whatever you need him to do. And he do all the small things. He's a dirty player. He's a hard worker. If you realize in the playoffs against or before Boston, he brought so much energy for them. I think he was out the first series, and that's, I believe, why that series went on 7 games. But the next series against Philly, when he was healthy, it would have went 5 or 6 games. Because he would just bring so much energy. He brings something that you can't put on a stat sheet. So I believe adding him will really bring a new element. I mean, if you bring Devin Harris back, that's great. But that means definitely don't bring Yogi Ferrell back. I like bigger point guards. I like bigger guards. Guards that they can defend. And they can play the passing lanes. That's just my cup of tea. We already got JJ. He's an undersized point guard. Just, let's get rid of that. You really don't have enough room to have one of those on the roster. But the next move I clearly see the Mavericks doing, and I really hope they do, is getting Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker is from Duke. He's been injury prone his first, 4th season in the NBA. But at the end of the day, he's a baller. He's a scorer. To me, he'll be a great scorer, either playing the 4 next to Harrison Barnes at the 3, and next to DeAndre Jordan. Or if you want to do the celebratory thing and start Dirk, Jabari would be a great 6th man that can come off the bench, get you 15 to 20 points easily per game. I believe based on his medical history, the Mavericks can get him on a cheap deal. So I believe that would be incredible, because the Mavericks did struggle with scoring as well last year on a high level. And I was sad to see, because Doug McDermott looked like he's moved on. I think he's going to the Indiana Pacers. I believe Doug McDermott would have flowed very well in this system as well as a perimeter shooter. But Jabari has the full package. Jabari has it all. He can drive, he can shoot. He has everything you want in an NBA player. He just can't stay healthy. And then Casey Smith, the Mavericks athletic trainer and team doctor, they get everything right. I mean, they fix players that have so many injuries everywhere else, but come here, they seem to get healthy. They seem to stay healthy more often than not. So those are 2 major moves I believe I feel that they should do. Any of these moves happen, I see the Mavericks definitely getting to a 6th seed or 8th seed, because a lot of teams going to go up, some teams going to go down. The West always shakes itself up. So guys, again, I recorded this on Sunday, the first day of free agency. A lot of stuff going to shake up by the time you see this video on Tuesday. So don't kill me too bad if I get it all wrong, or give me a thumbs up if I get it right. So yeah, it's your boy mel.on.mars. Let me hear the moves that you would love to see the Mavericks make or not make. Anything you hear about the moves I'm talking about that you believe is some bull crap, or what you think about DeAndre Jordan overall, or what you think about the Mavericks' future. Let me hear what you got to say. And as always, let's grow. Peace.